Alright, just finished my session at the M8trix playing 1, 2, 3, no limit. Always crazy action. The San Jose players are not like anywhere else. Reno, Nevada, even Sacramento, East Coast area. They're just they love to chase. They love to gamble. Yo, what's up YouTube? This is Lone for Cards again, doing another poker vlog here. I know I haven't done one for a long time. Last one I did was the Reno Run It Up tournament. I was supposed to put some cash game vlog up, but I'm lazy. You know, a lot of vloggers out there, you know, especially play poker, you know, and you go up to upswings and downswings, and I mean, especially when they're downswings, you don't want to make no stupid videos. You know, you get sick of it. You're like, forget it. Why am I wasting my time? I'm stuck. I want to play some more poker. I want to make some more money, things like that. So once you get to that point, you get discouraged making videos, you know. And for me, it was somewhere like that, but at the same time, I'm just lazy. I just came back from Las Vegas, played some WSOP events. I played in a double stack, played in the shootout, and obviously I didn't get a bracelet. Then you know everybody would hear about it. But I'm gonna go back again, probably for the main event. Try to play some of that. But in the meantime, I did play some cash games. But at this point, I'm gonna talk about the Casino Matrix in San Jose. I played a little bit of that. Make a vlog about this right now, and let's break down some hand histories. Alright, so we are in the small blind with good old pocket jacks, and the blinds are 1, 2, 3. I'm started with $300. That is the max buy-in for this game, and under the gun he limps in, then all the way goes to the button. The button raises to 15, which is a standard raise for this 1, 2, 3 game. So then I decide, you know what, I'm gonna make a little bit of a size raise. A lot of times with, you know, like mid pocket jack's not really a mid pair, but it's a little bit higher than a mid pair. A lot of times a lot of people make it a little bit bigger because they don't want to call. At this point, I think no matter what happens, in this game, in this 1, 2, 3 game, is a little bit trickier than a 2, 5 game or a 5, 10 game. These San Jose players are crazy. They'll call you with anything, right? So I figured I was gonna make a standard race. So hopefully I get the big blind and the under the gun to fold. That way I'll at least get heads up with the guy on the button that initially raised. So I'll make it 35, which I expected. The big blind and the under the gun did fold, and the guy on the button, he called pretty fast. The flop came out pretty favorable for me, which I thought 3, 4, 5 rainbow. I feel that was safe. I think I'll take it down here. So I bet $50. He thinks about it for a second. He's counting chips. We about have the same amount of chips. He had a little bit less than 300 when he started off, maybe like 260 or so. So he makes a call. The turn comes out at 10 of hearts. So now there is 2 hearts on the board. I figured, oh, okay, he could be on a straight draw. He can be on a you know, a backdoor flush draw. So I figured, all right, if he's gonna chase for this, I'm gonna make him pay for it, and I put the rest of my chips in there, push all in. He thinks about it for a little bit. He probably thinks about a good like 20-30 seconds. It felt like 3 hours, but then he says to me, he gets his chip and he goes, let's gamble. I'm like, what do you mean let's gamble? So he makes a call. The river flips over a 10 of spades, so no flush gets there. I feel I got this one. I flipped over my jacks. He flips over his cards. 10, 6 of diamonds. So he had open end. He turned a 10 and then he rivered another 10. So I just said, nice hand. And he started, you know, saying, I had this out. One thing, guys, one of my pet peeves in poker, I lose gracefully, I win gracefully. So if I win a big pot from you and I had outs and I hit, a sucker, I don't give you a speech saying, "Oh, it was suited," or I had this out. Sometimes if you do win a pot, it's just better just to say nothing, just collect your chips, and just go on with it because I know I don't know about you guys, but I don't like hearing people beat you and to be like, "Oh, this is why I called you," or "This is why I play this hand," and things like that. And I want to do the same thing to you. If I beat you and I got sucked out, I sucked you out with a two outer or one outer. I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, I got lucky," or I won't say any of that shit. I'm just gonna play it, take it, win it. If I lose it, I say nice hand. I told the guy, nice hand. I don't need to hear your story behind your call. It's all good. Move on to the next one. All right, so this is the next hand I'm going to discuss. This one happens pretty frequently, I have to say. So I was in a big blind with 6-5 of hearts, and it got folded all the way around to the button. And the button, he has $1 there, right? Usually, he let us know, say, "Are you gonna chop?" And I always chop. And the small blind, he goes, "No, I don't chop." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." Sort of weird because like we chopped before, and now all of a sudden you don't want to chop. So apparently he has some good hand, whatever. So the button he folds anyways, and then the small blind he bets 15. I'm like, I mean, but you just want to win extra, $3 for me, or actually $4 minus one, so it'd be $3. He's gonna win $3 just to whatever. So, and he's a guy that won that the 10-6 pot previously, and this has been like 30 minutes passed by, whatever. And I figure 6-5, it's a good hand to to see a flop and see where we take it. I said, okay, I'll give it a call. So I call for 15. The flop comes out 3-4 jack with two hearts, 3-4 of hearts, and I have open ender, flush draw, straight draws, and all that pretty stuff. And he bets out $30, and then I'm thinking to myself, oh, okay, this is a time that actually could probably like get my money back. And sort of, sometimes you win, you lose a pot from someone, and you sort of have some like vengeance from that person. You want some revenge, and usually I don't do that. I if I lose a pot and I just get over with. I don't know. This guy just sort of been rubbing me the wrong way. It sounds a little bit weird. I said rubbing and I said suck off before, so yeah, just trying to make it PG because I know YouTube has all these standards now. So, anyways, I make the call, and the turn comes out a 6. So I get second pair. I still get a straight draw, flush draw, and he fires again and bets out 65, which okay, it's another big raise. So at this point, I have an option here. I can either re-raise them all in, call. There's never I'm gonna be folding this hand. So I figure, what? I'm just gonna call this. See the to the river. The river comes out a ace of hearts, so we make the flush. So he automatically pushes all in for about 350 or so more, and he covers me because I had about like 200 more behind me, and I instant called him. He opens his pocket aces, and I not necessarily slow rode him, but I turned it over gracefully, and I was gonna make a comment like I got lucky or I had a lot of outs, but I stick to my word, and I said nothing. I just nodded, and obviously he got upset and started saying stuff, and I just let him steam off whatever he wants, and I was like, it's poker, and I just collected my chips, and that was that. All right, so this hand, I'm in the big blind, and I have a queen 10 of clubs and hearts. Under the gun, he limps in for $3. Under gun plus one limps in for $3. The low jack limps in for $3, and then the goes to the button. The button makes it $20, and the small blind folds, and it comes to me. At this point, Queen 10 off, not a good spot to play, but I was on a heater. After won some couple big pots, and been grinding it back, and at this point I have about $700 behind me. So I figured, you know what, $20, let's make a call, see a flop. I might be in bad position. Hopefully other people don't call as much. Maybe it calls, give me better, money in the pot. But everyone else folds, and then it goes to heads up with me and the button. The flop comes out Queen 6-5 rainbow, and I decide, you know what, I'm just gonna pretty much check call him throughout the whole thing. It's depending on how much he bets. So I check. He bets out $20. I make a call. The turn is a 7 of hearts. Now there's 3 of straight, so then we have a straight possibility, but I figured that he still might have an overpair maybe, or he could have a queen, and I'm not a great kicker here. See what he's gonna do on the turn. So I check to him, and then he checks back. So I figure, okay, he might have maybe pocket jacks, maybe, or something, a queen less, or pocket pair less. So it shows that he showed a little bit of weakness there. So on the river comes a 10 of spades, which makes me 2 pair. So I'm pretty strong. So at this point, instead of check calling him, because if I check at this point, I know he might check back if with the 1 pair or whatever. So I'm gonna just value this, and I bet $35. And he just instant calls me, and he flips over Queen Jack of hearts, and I show him the 2 pair. So that is that for this session. I know I don't do too many hand histories because it takes a lot of time to do these videos, just let you guys know. So I hope you guys like it. I'm gonna, like I said in the beginning, I am going to pump out some more videos. I'm gonna be playing, I have footage of all the Vegas cash games that I did this past weekend. I'm gonna try to get those up. I'll be going to Vegas again in a week or two before the main event. I'm going to try to play in the main event, and more WSOP content, tournaments, and things like that. So stay tuned. If you like, please hit the like and subscribe. And if you have any comments of how I played, do you have any of those pet peeves? People telling, oh, it's suited, or any of that stupid stuff. I don't like that stuff. The talk, get upset about winning or losing, things like that. Hope you guys like the content. Hope to make some more videos, guys. So good luck out there. See you guys on the tables.